Hello and welcome to my kitchen again. And as you've seen from my thumbnail, we do have the new Enamel Cookware set come in. I went ahead and muted my phone so we don't have a lot of beeping and stuff. Now this is real life, and I do have 7 Maltese puppies, 8 weeks old, so you may hear them in the background. And I have Mama and Daddy Maltese that come into the kitchen and make themselves known. So we're real life here. So anyway, welcome to my kitchen. And we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you the cast iron enamel cookware set that come in. I had ordered one set for the camper, and I was so impressed, and so was my husband, that we decided to leave that set at the camper and then order a second set. So I'm going to show you this set. The set I ordered for the camper is white, and this one is gray. And then I had a few more items come in, and this is not a whole lot for me to show today, but I thought I would share it with you. I like to share when I get new things in. So we're going to get started with the cast iron enamel set. And it is very heavy. And it is a 7-piece set. It comes with 3 Dutch ovens in different sizes, and then a frying pan. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move you over here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And I did open one box just to see the color and see what I was going to think of it. So it is a 7-piece set. You have your 3 Dutch ovens, and you have a nice frying pan. Hi, how are you this morning? Well, actually, is it still morning? It's afternoon. How are you this afternoon? So we're going to go ahead and unbox this. So let me make myself a little bit of room. And then I had just a couple other things that come in. I'm probably going to have to move this to the floor because this is really tall, and as you can tell, I'm very short. So let me go ahead and move this down to the floor. And it does come very well boxed. If you've seen the last set that I got in, you're going to see how well boxed that it did come in. So each piece is individually boxed. Yes, I'm good. And you, I'm doing very well. We were so impressed with the first set that we got for the camper that we decided to get a second set. We are, I'm showing you some new cast iron enamel cookware that came in. We had ordered a set for the camper, and we were so impressed with it that we ordered a set for home. So this is the set that I ordered here for the home. The set I ordered for the camper is white, and this one is gray. And I want you to see how pretty these are. I absolutely love the two-tone. The white and enamel interior. And let me get a towel to set here so I don't mar my counter. So let me go ahead and get a towel laid out, just in case. And this comes in 3 different size Dutch ovens, which is very nice because I have some larger Dutch ovens, but a lot of times when you're wanting to make something, you don't really need a 6-quart or an 8-quart or a 5-quart. So these are smaller, and they do have the bubbles to release your steam as you're cooking or baking. And they are from the stove top to the oven up to 500 degrees. Wow, now you're alone. So now, that is the smallest one. And I love the way they packed it. It does come individually boxed. So that's the smallest of the Dutch ovens. And I really think you're going to be impressed with these. I know I am. My husband was. And they're very reasonable. It's a set of 7-piece set. And it is $129. Now, I ordered my first set through Walmart, and it is white. And we decided to go ahead and just leave that at the camper and order a second set for home because they were so nice. So this is the second set, and these are gray. It has 3 Dutch ovens and a frying pan. It's a set of 7, and it was $129. The first set I got at Walmart, and they're kind of limited on their colors, but Wayfair also has the same set, and you can get it in different colors. So that's why I got the second set. You have lovely hair. Well, thank you. Okay, now this is your second size. And these are so nice because, like I said, a lot of times you don't want a large Dutch oven, and these are smaller Dutch ovens. And it doesn't give you the quart sizes, but it does give you the liter sizes. So I'm going to go ahead and give all that here in a minute. I'll show you the box again. Just trying to get everything unboxed and make sure that there's nothing damaged. I love the way they boxed it. Everything is nice and neat, individually boxed. I love the two-tone gray. I think that was a very nice choice. So that is the small one and the medium one. I'm kind of limited on space, so I'm just trying to do the best I can here. And then this is the largest Dutch oven. And again, I'll show you the box here in a minute. I showed it at the beginning of the live stream, and I'll show it again. I like to share whenever I get something in, and I like to give you my honest opinion. And the set I got at the camper, I went ahead and made a creamy chicken noodle soup to see how the heat dispersed, if it was evenly dispersed, and it was. And I really liked it. My husband liked it, and he said, well, let's just go ahead and just leave that set at the camper, because at the camper, your ovens are small, so you don't need a large Dutch oven. It won't fit in your small oven at your camper. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So this is the second set, and like I said, I'm very impressed. My husband was so impressed. We ordered the second set. And as far as price, very reasonable for a 7-piece set of cast iron enamel. It was $129. I absolutely love the two-tone. And this is the gray. The one I got for the camper is white. And I put it on a previous live stream at the camper if you want to go back and see that white set. So this will give you 2 different colors. And I absolutely love the gray. I'm glad I chose the gray. So this would be your largest of the Dutch ovens. So here's your set of 3. So you have your small, medium, and large. And these, I think, are going to be absolutely wonderful because, like I said, a lot of times you don't need a large Dutch oven. So the last piece that came in this is the frying pan. Now, these 3 pieces did come with a lid. Let me move this over just a little bit here. See if I can't make myself a little bit more room. Hopefully you can still see all that. And all of these came with a lid. Now your frying pan does not have the lid. So this is your final piece. Okay, bring you back up a little bit. And it's very nice. It's not real heavy. I mean, they are heavy, but not extremely heavy. I'm older and I have a little bit of problems with my hands, but I don't have a problem lifting these. And again, your frying pan does not come with a lid, but your largest Dutch oven lid fits perfectly on your frying pan. So this is the 7-piece set, and this is the gray, and I absolutely love the two-tone gray. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So this is a 7-piece set, and it was $129. Now, if you order through Walmart, which you can order these through Walmart, they were very limited on the collars. Wayfair also has the same set. So I did get the first set through Walmart, the white set, and I left it at the camper. Very impressed with it. This one I ordered through Wayfair because Walmart didn't have the gray, and it does come in different colors. I'll go ahead and show you the box again. The picture on the top of this box, that would be your beige, which I think is very pretty, very soft. It comes in the gray. It comes in a red. Whoops, spin it around there. And it comes in a red. And let me see, let me find the colors. Okay, here is all the different colors. You have red, gray, blue, black, orange, and then this one is a beige. It also comes in a white. So the one that I got is right here, and it's the beige. And this doesn't come in quarts, but your one casserole is 22 centimeters. Casserole, or 20 centimeters casserole, 22 centimeters casserole, 24 centimeters casserole, and 25 centimeters for your frying pan. So they're not very large like my other large Dutch ovens. And I'm really impressed. The heat was so even whenever I used it. And I was impressed, and my husband was impressed. So that is the 7-piece enamel cast iron set. And they do have the bubbles, which will allow your steam to come back down on whatever you're baking, especially if you're baking sourdough bread. You want that steam to be able to come back down on whatever you're baking. And these are safe to go from your stovetop if you're starting it on the stovetop and then didn't need to move it to the oven. You can move them directly to the oven, and they are safe in the oven up to 500 degrees. So that's the first item that came in. I wanted to share that with you. I'm very impressed. I mean, they're nice and sturdy. I absolutely love the gray. I'm glad I chose the gray. I like the two-tone. And, of course, I went with the white interior. The black comes with a black interior. It doesn't have the white interior. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you that came in. And I told you whenever I ordered my first set at the camper, whenever I was showing the white set, I told you I had ordered a second set, and when they come in, I would let you see what they look like. And this whole set was $129 through Walmart or Wayfair. And it is the 7-piece enamel set. And I'm very impressed with it. It's very well boxed. Each piece is individually packed, wrapped in plastic and cardboard. Nothing was nicked. Nothing that I'm seeing at all has got any nicks. So it's very, very nice. So I wanted to show you that. I said I would come back and show you that. So that's the first thing that came in. And then the second thing that came in was I wanted to get some covers, some bowl covers. And I tried one of these out yesterday on my live streams. I did 2 live streams. And I used the larger of the bowl covers. And they are cloth. They have the plastic lining. And these were very reasonably priced. And it came in 3 sizes. And I think they're very nice. I was very impressed. I used it yesterday. If you go back on my live stream, I was making bread in the slow cooker. And when I got my dough ready, I just covered it with one of these, with the large one. And I let it sit on the counter for 2 hours. And my bread rose very, very well. So I was very impressed with them. And would I recommend them? I absolutely would. They're easy to clean. They're cloth, lined in plastic. And it's a set of 3. And I ordered these through Walmart. Either Walmart or Amazon. I can look that up if you'd like for me to and put it in my description. So you have small, medium, and large. So I thought those were very nice. I like that they're subtle, they're soft, they're not bright. I like that. So this is just the ones that I chose, and I thought I would show you those. So that's another thing that came in. And since I'm making a lot of bread, and if you've been following me, you know I love to bake and make a lot of bread, and especially sourdough bread. So I ordered in some beeswax bread bags. So my bread can stay a little fresher. So I wanted to show you the beeswax bread bags that I ordered. This is of 2. And I ordered, these are a large. And I just think those are very pretty. It has a beeswax liner, locks in freshness, easy clean, freezer safe, and 100% recyclable. So they do have the zipper. And they also have the lock. So once you get your bread in there, you can roll it up, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. So I like that they do have the zipper inside. And it does have a nice little handle for your zipper. Beeswax lining. And I love to make sourdough bread and different breads. And as you can see, I've got some right here. And I had made this yesterday. So you can just fill up your bag. And these are large loaves. And I had cut into them yesterday, just showing them what it looked like inside. And I made this bread in the slow cooker yesterday. I did 2 live streams, one at part 1 and part 2. But I'll show you how much bread these bags can hold. And I made 2 loaves yesterday. And that is going to hold both of those loaves very nicely. Zip up. And then I can fold it down. And then I'm going to go ahead and lock in my handles. This is going to keep my bread very fresh. I went ahead and put those in plastic yesterday, but that held those 2 loaves of bread very, very nicely. And if you're going to be traveling, you've got the nice carry handle. You can carry it this way, or you can go ahead and do like I did and just roll your bag down, lock it in place. And you've got a nice carry handle. So these I thought were very nice. I like the design. It's nice and soft and subtle. And it tells you on here, this is beeswax liner, luxe in freshness, easy to clean, freezer safe, and 100% recyclable. This came in a set of 2. And I believe these are the large or extra large bags. I'll have to look, and then I can put that in my description as well. But I thought those were very pretty. They are beeswax. They do have the zipper. They have the handle. And they are freezer safe as well. So, if you wanted to just do like I did here, and then go ahead and set these in the freezer, you can go ahead and just move it straight to the freezer. And then when you want a loaf of bread, just take your loaf of bread out, let it thaw, and you have fresh bread. Or if you want to leave it on the counter, you can just place it in the bag. So, I thought those were very nice. I thought I would share them with you and let you see. I think they got really good quality. They're good and strong. They're almost like a muslin. I would say it's a muslin material. It's got a really nice zipper. So you do have a zipper to help seal in your freshness. There is a nice extension for your zipper. Nice little handle there, so it makes it easy to get a hold of your zipper. And they are beeswax lined. So I'm very impressed with these. I think I'm really going to enjoy these. And it's going to help me to maintain my freshness of my bread. So I thought I would share that with you today. And I just have a few things that I got in. And I like to share when I get them. It did come in a set of 2. And I did put the 2 large loaves of bread in there that I made in the slow cooker yesterday. I tried the slow cooker recipe, and I did part 1 and part 2. And as you can see, I still have plenty of extra room in my bag. And those loaves are large, pretty large loaves. And that holds them very nice. So I can take those straight to the freezer. I have these individually wrapped in plastic because it's just myself and my husband. So I can take them to the freezer, just go in and take out one of my bread, let it thaw, and I have fresh bread. So these are freezer safe as well. So I thought I would share that with you. And like I said, you can roll them down like I did. And lock it in. And you have a handle to carry it with. So I thought those were very, very nice. I think I'm really going to enjoy these. I think I'm really going to like them. They're they look like a muslin material. I'll have to look everything up and put it in my description below. but I think these are very nice. And these are a beeswax bread bag. So, set of 2. It came in a set of 2. So that is another thing that came in. And I think these are the large, if I'm not mistaken. So that is another item that came in. And then the 3 bowl covers that are cloth. We have small, medium, and large to fit your bowls. And I did try this one yesterday, and I used it on my live stream. If you go back and look at my live stream, I was making bread in the slow cooker yesterday, the first time trying it. And I used this on my large bowl and had my bread, my dough, rising for 2 hours, and it did absolutely amazing. I like that it's soft and subtle print. It's got bread on it and wheat. I really like that. So it comes in small, medium, and large. So it's a set of 3. And I ordered these, I think, through Walmart or Amazon. I'll put these in my description below. So that's another item that came in. So the last thing that came in, I had ordered an ice cream maker. And if you go back on one of my live streams, you're going to see the ice cream maker. And I wanted some containers to put ice cream in. What I've been using right now, which I absolutely love. Whoops, sorry. Probably bumping you. Since it's just myself and my husband, I absolutely love these little freezer cubes. And this, I got these as a set of 4. And I usually just fill these up whenever I'm doing my homemade ice cream. And that is enough of a serving for myself or my husband. It is 2 cups. And I got these in a set of 4. And I absolutely love them. I've used these several times now with the ice cream. The ice cream stays fresh. There's no freezer burn. And so you get 4 of the freezer cubes and 4 lids. And the lids are very nice, very flexible, and very heavy. So that was one of the containers that I got in for making ice cream. And then the other thing that I got was if I wanted to make a larger batch. These, I believe, are quart size. I'm not sure if it tells me. No, this is just a thank you for choosing our product. And these come in a set of 2. And I'm pretty sure these are quart. So if I wanted to make a larger batch, they do come with lids and 2 containers. And I have a hard time getting them apart. But these are nice and sturdy. And I think I ordered these also through Walmart. And I'm pretty sure these are a quart. So if I wanted to make a larger amount, and the lids are very, very nice. And they're made very stackable. So if I just wanted to make a larger amount and stack them in my freezer, they're not going to take up a whole lot of room. So I ordered 4 of these. I ordered 2 sets. They came in sets of 2. So I didn't get a whole lot of new things today, but I thought I wanted to share it with you. I enjoy sharing new things. I have not tried these yet, so I'll let you know how they do in the freezer. I have tried the smaller ones. So these are the 2-cup freezer cubes with lids, and I really like these for a family of 2. If I'm making homemade ice cream, these are working absolutely amazing. And I'm just putting my ice cream right out of my ice cream maker right into these, put them in the freezer. And I've had ice cream in there for several weeks, and I've had absolutely no freezer burn. So would I recommend these? I absolutely would. They're very flexible. They stack wonderful in your freezer. You have a really good, secure, tight fit on your lids. The lids are very flexible. They're not a hard, stiff plastic. And these stack so nicely in the freezer, and they don't take up that much room at all. So for myself and my husband, this is a 2-cup serving, and these work absolutely amazing for my homemade ice cream. Like I said, I have not tried these yet. These just come in. So if I want to make a quart size, these do come in sets of 2. And they do have the lids, nice, heavy, flexible rubber lids. And I have not tried these yet. I'll let you know how they do in the freezer, how the ice cream does. And so I'll give you an update on those when I do try them. So that's really all I have that has come in that I can think of. So far, everything I've ordered, I'm impressed with the look of it. These are nice and sturdy and thick. So I did order 2 sets. They come in a set of 2. And it's quart size ice cream containers with lids. And I ordered these through Walmart. So we have those that come in. We have the 2-cup cube freezer cubes that I use also for the homemade ice cream that come in. We had the set of 3 bowl covers, and if you're making sourdough bread or any type of sandwich bread and you're wanting to let it rise, these are absolutely wonderful. It comes in a set of 3 for small, medium, and large bowl covers. They're cloth, lined in plastic, and I did try one out yesterday on my live stream. I used it twice, and I used this large one on a large bowl. So if you go back and watch my live stream yesterday, I was making bread in the slow cooker for the first time, and I was absolutely impressed with these. And they are cloth, plastic lining, so nothing will stick to it. Your dough won't stick. And I love the print. I just absolutely love the little loaves of bread and the wheat and the nice, subtle, soft print. I absolutely love that. So that was the other thing that came in. And then the bread bags that I was showing you that come in. And these are the Beeswax bread bags, because when I'm making my sourdough bread with a family of 2, I normally cut my loaves in half and I freeze half. And these will go right into your freezer. And I have the 2 loaves of bread that I made yesterday. I cut them in half. I cut the first one in half on my first live stream yesterday to show you the nice grain of the bread. And then I just individually wrapped them in plastic. And then I put them in here, and I'll set these in the freezer. And then whenever I want a loaf of bread, because of having a small family of 2, and even with it being 2 loaves of bread, I still have plenty of extra room in my bag. And just look at all that extra room in there. So for a family of 2, when I want a loaf of bread, I can go in and take out a half a loaf, which I've got individually wrapped in plastic, in my beeswax bread bag, let it set out and thaw, and my husband and I have fresh bread. So I think I'm absolutely going to be impressed with these. And I'll bring it up a little closer. I love the design. And it says it's beeswax liner, locks in freshness, easy to clean because they are like a muslin cloth. freezer safe, and 100% 100% recyclable. And I like it because it does have the nice zipper inside. So you can just zip that up. Then you can just roll everything down. And then it has the handle that latches. And I can just take that and set that in my freezer. Or if I just want it on my counter, I know that it's going to help keep my bread fresh. And it did come in a set of 2. And they were very, very reasonably priced. And I believe these are the large or extra large bags. And I just absolutely love the print on that. You've got your rolling pin and your grain and your loaf of bread on a cutting board and your little wheat stalks. And I think that is just absolutely beautiful. So I thought I would share these with you. These are just a few things that did come in. And I'll let you know how fresh my bread stays. I'll give you an update on these, and I'll give you my honest opinion. And I'm not affiliated with any of this. These are just things that I've purchased for myself because I do a lot of baking and cooking, if you've been watching my channel. And I make a lot of sourdough bread. So I just wanted a bread bag that's going to be easy to carry. And with me going back and forth to the camper, I can just put my loaves of bread in here. And I can just easily, it has a handle, I can just take my bread bags with me when I'm traveling. And they are freezer safe. So, we have that. We have the new Enamel Cookware set. And this was a set of 7. It has the 3 Dutch ovens and the frying pan. Now the frying pan does not come with the lid, but the lid from the largest Dutch oven does fit perfectly on the frying pan. This right here would be a beige, and then you've got red, and I believe this is a gray or blue that it's showing on the back. It does come in different colors, and we got the white for the camper, and we were so impressed with it that I ordered the gray set for here at home. I love the two-tone. And it did come with the different size Dutch ovens. And these are not huge, which I like. Sometimes you want a small Dutch oven, and these are absolutely perfect. You've got smaller Dutch ovens. I'll compare that with my hand. So these are not large. These are very nice. You can start something on the stovetop, move them directly to the oven, and they are oven safe up to 500 degrees. So that is the things that I got in. And this was a 7-piece set, and it was $129. Walmart has them, and also Wayfair. Walmart was kind of limited on the colors, so I did get my white set that I had at the camper. And if you want to go back on one of my live streams, I did show that at my camper. And then we were so impressed with it and how well it heated that we ordered the gray set for here at home. So this is all the new things that come in, and you know I like to share. So we have the 2 bread bags, Beeswax bread bags that come in. And they are very nice. They're very heavy. They're very sturdy. They have handles. They have zippers. And a very thick beeswax lining to keep your bread fresh. And I absolutely love that design. I think that is just so soft and subtle. And this did come in a set of 2. And again, the bowl covers that come in. We have large, medium, and small. So we have the three. And I absolutely love the print. I think that is so pretty. The little loaves of bread and your wheat stalks. And these feel like a muslin. And then we have the cookware set, the enamel cookware set. We have the 2-cup freezer cubes, and I'm using these for my homemade ice cream. And I've been using these, and I absolutely love them for a family of 2. This is perfect for 1 person serving each. It came in a set of 4, and I have 2 in the freezer right now. And then the 2 sets of the quart ice cream containers. So these I have not tried yet. I'll have to let you know what I think of those. So anyway, that is all I have today. So I thought I would just come on and say hello and let you see, a few of the new things that come in. And would I recommend this set? I absolutely would. Am I affiliated with them? No, not in any way. These, it's a 7-piece set. Unlike the Dutch ovens are smaller. Most of my Dutch ovens are, I think, 7-quart or 8-quart or 6-quart. Whoops. I also got some of these, which are the 2, and I absolutely love these. I made some soups and different things and freeze them in my cubes, and then just take them out of the cubes and put them into the freezer. So I absolutely love them, and it's the same brand, and they come in a set of 2 as well. But most of my Dutch ovens are this size. So that is large. If I'm making sourdough bread and I want a large loaf, this is perfect. What I liked about the new set, smaller. So if I want to make a smaller loaf or a couple small loaves, I have small, medium, and large. And I think they'll be absolutely great for the stovetop and as well as the oven. So this gives me a variety of cast iron enamel Dutch ovens, and I absolutely love my Dutch ovens. So I thought I would share that with you and let you have my honest opinion. These I absolutely love. I love the freezer cubes. These I'm using for individual ice creams from my homemade ice cream maker. And these I usually use for like my big batch cooking. And these each hold 2 cups. So they come in a set of 2. So that gives me 4 cups. So if I'm making a homemade soup or chili and I want to divide it up, I just put it in these cubes, let them freeze, then take them out, pop my cubes out, put them in a Ziploc baggie, and then I have plenty of freezer stock up for myself and my husband, because that way you're cooking once and you have several meals. So that's how I do it. So makes it more convenient for myself for cooking and baking. I can come in and just do a large batch of spaghetti, and I can divide it up into those cubes. And when I make my homemade ice cream, this 2-cup is just perfect. Then I have a set of 4, and these I have the other 2 in the freezer. I've used them several times. I've been making homemade ice cream with my new ice cream maker. And Let me see if I can go this way. I have some boxes over there. And I showed this on a live stream, and I invested in the Cuisinart ice cream maker, and I absolutely love it. It makes delicious homemade ice cream, and it is so simple, so easy. It just is an on and off. There's no hassle. I keep my bowl in the freezer, keep it froze, and then it just has my cover and my turn. It cleans up so nice. I like the stainless steel on this one. So this one I did show, I think, whenever I was unboxing it. And this is the Cuisinart. And I've been making my homemade ice cream and then putting it into those containers. So I absolutely love the Cuisinart. It makes delicious, perfect ice cream. So if you're looking for a compact, it's not much bigger than a toaster, as you can see. It's fairly small. And your cord, I don't really want to turn it upside down without holding on to that. Your cord storage goes right up in the bottom, so you don't have a cord that gets tangled on anything. So I absolutely love this one. Would I recommend it? I absolutely would. And I purchased this one, I think, through Walmart as well. And so this is what I've been using for my homemade ice cream. And I've been making a lot of homemade ice cream. We've been really enjoying it. So anyway, I think that is all I have today. I just wanted to again come on and show you the second set that I ordered for home, and again let you see the brand. Would I recommend it? I absolutely would. Am I affiliated with them in any way? No. This is just something I wanted to try. I like the fact that you could get different size Dutch ovens. They were not large. You have a small, medium, and large. And a fry pan. The fry pan does not come with a lid, but the lid on your large Dutch oven fits perfectly on your fry pan. And it's a very reasonably priced set. And as you can see, they're very pretty. I love the two-tone. And they have the white interior with the bubbles, so all your steam is going to come back down on what you're cooking or baking. So, would I recommend these? I absolutely would. I was so impressed with the first set. We ordered a set for home and left that set at the camper. So anyway, that is all I think I have today. I'll try and put all of this, the links to all of these in my descriptions below. Again, I was very impressed with the covers. I got to use it yesterday. I tried to use the large one when I was making my my bread in my slow cooker. And that was the first time I've ever tried it. I've never tried to make bread in a slow cooker. I'm normally doing it in the oven in cast iron or a Dutch oven. So I tried that yesterday, and I got to use this large one. I was absolutely impressed. My dough raised so nice, and it comes in a set of 3. The cookware comes in a set of 7. The beeswax bread bags come in a set of 2 with a handle and zipper. And I just love the little design on that. And they come in a set of 2. They're very sturdy, and they can be put in the freezer. They are freezer safe. So would I recommend these? I'm going to let you know. Again, I have not put these in the freezer. These just come in, and I earlier on my live stream put the 2 loaves of bread in here that I made yesterday, making bread in the slow cooker. And those loaves were quite large, and I cut them in half as I was doing my live stream yesterday. I cut one in half to show you the grain. As you can see, beautiful grain. And this has 2 loaves, and they were very large loaves. That's the small half. My husband and I have been really enjoying it. And then here is the larger half. So can you make bread in your slow cooker? You absolutely can. And I was trying this because we spend a lot of our time at the camper. And my camper oven is so small, I cannot bake a loaf of bread in my camper. So I tried my experiment yesterday with making bread in the slow cooker. So I had to do part 1 and part 2 because I did it as a live stream, not as a video. So part 1 and part 2 I did yesterday. You've got to see me make this bread in the slow cooker. So can you make bread in the slow cooker? You absolutely can. So you can see how large these loaves were. And I put 2 loaves in this bag, and I have plenty of room. So they're very, very roomy. And normally when I make even a loaf of sourdough bread, I put half a loaf in the freezer, and then my husband and I use the other half. So this is going to also be freezer safe, so I can individually wrap them and then just go in and take 1/2 out, let it thaw, and my husband and I have a loaf of bread. So for a family of 2, I'm not wasting, and these bags are freezer safe. So I'm going to try it in the freezer, let you know what I think of it. I'll give you an update, and you know me, I'll give you my honest opinion. And I'm not affiliated with them in any way. So, but they look very sturdy. I like that they do have the zipper. Set that down so I can zip it. They've got a nice little handle on the zipper so you can get a good grip on your zipper, because my hands don't work very well, and I just think that's an extra bonus. Again, you can roll them down. They have the handle. They have a nice thick handle, and you can clip it. So I'm very impressed with the looks and feel of it, and I like that it's got a really heavy beeswax inside. And just look at that beautiful design. If you're a bread maker like me, you've got your bag of wheat, you've got your bread, a loaf of bread, you've got a rolling pin, your wheat stalks, and a little cutting board. And I just think that is absolutely beautiful. And this did come in the set of 2. And I'm pretty sure these are the large or the extra large. So I'll have to look. I can put them in my description below. So I just wanted to share these with you. I enjoy sharing new products whenever I get them. And again, I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. These are just things that I thought I would enjoy, and that would be an extra bonus for me in the kitchen. So, 2 beeswax bread bags. And again, it tells you that it's beeswax liner, locks in freshness, easy to clean, freezer safe, which I think is a bonus, and 100% recyclable. So that is all I have today. So my puppies are starting to wake up. Just a minute and I'll go get one. And look how big we are getting. Say we're just getting so big. We're 8 weeks old this week, and that's all the noise that you're hearing in the background. These are my beautiful babies, my fur babies. They are 8 weeks old. This is one of my beautiful babies. See, we're doing great. See, we're just doing great. We're growing like little weeds. See, we're just growing like little weeds. And then here's Mama and Daddy. They're saying, what are you doing with that baby? This is all the noise that you hear in the background. And they're just adorable. Just cuteness overload. Say cuteness overload. Yes, we are. So this is all the noise that you're hearing in the background. And we're real life here. We don't try to sugarcoat it or cover anything up. So when you're hearing the romping, my living room, I've got a large playpen area set up, and they're in there playing and romping and being happy, healthy puppies. So they all 7 are doing amazing. And as you can see, we're growing like little weeds. And we're 8 weeks old this week. So anyway, I'm going to hop off of here, and I'm going to get some things done and have dinner started. So I thought I would share that with you, and I really, really like this cookware set. I think if you were looking for a cookware set with multiple size, smaller enamel cookware, I think you'll really enjoy that. And Mommy and Daddy's watching everything I'm doing here. They're making sure that I'm got a good grip on this little baby. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I'll give you my honest opinion on the bread bags. And then I'll give you my honest opinion on these, which I have not used yet. And these are the quart size ice cream containers. So I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to go enjoy the babies. As you can hear, they're waking up. So now we have some more in there playing. So this is all the noise you hear in the background. These are the beautiful babies. So we're just beautiful. Yes, we are. So we're 8 weeks old, and all 7 of us are very healthy and growing like little weeds. So anyway, I will see you the next time. And until then, enjoy your day, and I'll catch you the next time. I better switch hands so I can turn this. So let's turn it this way. There we go. And they are just such, they're just such love bugs. It's just cuteness overload. Cuteness overload. Okay, till next time. Bye-bye, everyone. And we'll see you the next time. Enjoy your day.